continuing story of Peyton Place. Starring Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie, Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, Mia Farrow as Allison Mackenzie, Ryan O'Neill as Rodney Harrington, Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson, Tim O'Connor as Elliot Carson, Christopher Connolly as Norman Harrington.
Howard has returned to Peyton Place to look into the circumstances of a tragic accident. As a child, she was accused of maliciously pushing another child off Sailor's Bluff. One of her accusers was the victim's brother, Lee Weber. And the passing years have only intensified Lee Weber's feelings about Ann.
Oh, nice. Hello, Rod.
Hi.
Hello.
My car ready?
Well, not quite. I was a little quick to lay it all on the carburetor. Lee should have checked it out more completely before making any deals with you.
Were you able to fix it?
Well, I think I got it running pretty good, yeah.
Oh.
I need a car. You tell me. Is this the right one for me?
Well, I think it is now.
Fine, then, no problems.
I have a few with Mr. Weber, but look, if you don't want to take the car, Miss Howard, you don't have to.
I'll leave you stuck with it?
I'll find another buyer.
At a law.
Well, how much is the repair bill?
Doctor, there is no repair bill. Whether Miss Howard takes the car or not, that is my way of doing business.
Oh, God, you're being too generous.
It's my responsibility. Lee works for me.
I'm going to take the car. Do you have the papers?
Well, yes, they're in my office. Excuse me.
What are you looking at?
I don't know.
Well, it makes you look good. I mean, bending over an engine. Very professional, very masculine.
Well, I knew that. That's the reason I did it.
You're worried, aren't you?
Well, a little.
You speak up.
Well, this is your business.
I wanted to include you, so speak up.
Well, I just think buying a car from Lee Weber is a little naive, that's all. I mean, maybe, he's the brother of the boy you were accused of pushing over the bluff. Now, maybe he's still resentful.
Mike, are you suggesting that Lee would try to harm me?
No, I don't know. Maybe he's just trying to cheat you. Maybe it's an oversight.
Come on, Mike, tell me. You think maybe Lee tampered with the engine, thinking that I might just come in and drive off, and maybe the brakes would fail or the wheels would fall off?
All right, it's a possibility, isn't it?
Rod said he fixed it. That's good enough for me. Mike, I can't jump at shadows. There are too many real things I'm afraid of.
Hey, you know, I got about 2 hours work to do on this baby.
I want to talk to you. Ann Howard was here.
And Toby.
What's the idea of selling her that car?
Well, the fellow makes a sale, tries to show his boss he's alert and on the ball. And what's his reward?
You knew that car was a bomb.
Well, she didn't, and that's the important part.
I'm not going to give you a lecture on ethics, but I'm going to tell you one thing. That's not my way of doing business.
Why all the static? It was a used car.
It was a car you sold Ann Howard.
Colby.
Colby Howard. What were you trying to do? Get even?
For what?
For what?
Look, maybe you'd want to even the score with her. Not me, I'm different. It's over, you know?
Oh, you're really quite a guy, Lee. You put your blind brother through college. You forgive the woman who was supposed to have pushed him off the bluff. Why, you're a saint.
You want to fire me? Well, you go right ahead and fire me, boss. I can make out.
Well, if you want to quit, you go right ahead. I can make out.
It's twisty, isn't it? The way we're sticking together. Like marriage, huh?
Is it?
Well, you were married. It's a very interesting experience.
Go back to work, Lee.
Loosen up, you miserable.
Lee?
What?
I just wanted to let you know I was here.
Oh, second time today. All right, Sandy. I know you're here.
Aren't you going to quit for today?
Soon.
I've got a great idea. Why don't we go out on the wharf and grab a bowl of chowder?
And go dancing at the shoreline.
Yeah,
Why go home to dinner, right?
right.
You know, I thought you'd like meeting me at home right after work.
Well, I do. It's just, well, we can do something different tonight. We can grab a bowl of chowder and sit and look at the ocean.
Well, you can do that with Rodney.
Look, I'm your wife. If I hang around here, I'm going to run into Rodney.
Sure.
I mean it. Now, what am I supposed to do? Stay away?
You're supposed to act like you're married to me.
I'm doing my best.
You go home and fix dinner. I'll knock off here in about a half an hour. We're staying home tonight.
Why?
Because I feel like it.
I don't. Well, look, maybe I can do dinner and we can go dancing later, huh?
Maybe we can just stay home tonight.
Dancing?
Sandy, just do as I tell you. Just do it.
Well, maybe we shouldn't go dancing anyway.
Good girl.
I mean, we should stay home and clean up the place.
Yeah, well, that'll keep us busy.
Chris is coming home for a visit in between semesters. There was a letter from him.
Where do you get off opening my mail?
Well, I didn't. It was addressed to me.
You?
Yes.
Oh, that's cozy. You and my brother been pen pals for long?
Chris didn't mean anything by it. He just sent it to me.
What else did he have to say?
Well, not much. He just wants to spend some time with us before summer sessions start.
I don't want him down here.
He misses us.
Sandy, I don't want him running into all this business about Sailor's Bluff. It's in the past, and I want it to stay that way, for him.
And if it won't?
What do you have running through that thick little head of yours?
Chris is a man. He is 24 years old, and you can't keep on playing big brother to him.
I'll decide that.
Lee!
Go home and fix dinner.
Brotherly love. Here's the book I was telling you about last week. Come on, I want you to buy it. You're just going to love this. It's so romantic.
See? Has it got a happy ending?
Oh, it has a very happy ending, darling, and I know you're just going to... Look, that paragraph I was telling you about?
Oh, yes. It's sad, it's got love stuff, and I can cry. I love to cry. Don't you, Connie?
I stocked those books just for you, friend.
Is that one of the bargain ones?
$1 even.
Oh, good. Here.
Thank you. Enjoy it.
I will.
Oh, you're just going to love it.
Good night, Connie.
Bye-bye. I'll call you back.
Am I too late, Connie?
Never.
I'll make it a quick sale.
Oh, don't be silly. Besides, I haven't seen you in ages.
I know. How have you been? Never mind. I can tell just by looking at you. Gee, there really is something about having a baby, isn't there?
I feel marvelous. What can I do for you?
Oh, I thought I'd just pick up some more magazines, and looks like I've read them all.
Well, the new issues are coming in soon.
Guess you can just straighten so many drawers and read so many magazines, and you still have time left on your hands.
Must be lonely for you without Betty.
That's funny, isn't it? You know, you dream about the time when your children are going to be grown and away from home, and the joke is that your freedom is really pretty empty if there's no man to share it with.
I know, Julie.
You know, it's all very well to want your children to be happy, but what about us? Look how long you waited before you gave yourself another chance. Leslie's asked me to marry him. He says there are ways to get around the divorce laws, even though George is in a hospital, and, well, everyone knows how outdated those laws are. And it's just not fair to stay married to a...
Who are you trying to convince?
Myself, I guess.
Are you worried about what the town will think?
Oh, boy. I'll give him an earful, won't it? They'll be so sure that everything they ever suspected about me and Les was true.
Don't be hard on yourself, Julie. The people will do that for you soon enough.
What a monster I'll be. I was the one who helped send poor George to a mental institution. And now I get a divorce. Well, at least he'll never know it. Connie, he'd want me to be happy. What do you do, Connie, when someone says, all right, Julie, it's your turn for a little happiness?
Well, going against convention is never easy, Julie. I know.
Someone always gets hurt. Who, me, Betty? Not George. Leslie's children? There are so many questions. I just keep going over them, and all I come up with is a big headache.
Do you love him, Julie? That's the important question.
There's too much else to consider. Oh, boy, do I ever envy kids like Rita and Norman. They can just do whatever they want to.
No, they can't. There are consequences at any age.